Today I am joined by Gina Whalen. She is the mother of Israel, Izzy Whalen. Gina, we're all praying for his safe return. Tell us what happened.
Well, you probably read a lot of the accounts online or in the news. That morning he went to work. He drove, it's about 10 minutes from our house. He left his car there, and because it's an inventory control company, they count inventory, they get in vans, and then they go to other locations within a few-hour radius. That day, he got in a van, and they were on their way to Carlisle, Pennsylvania, Spirit Halloween. They were taking inventory there. They started working at 9 o'clock, and about 12:48, they had a break for lunch. He told his coworkers, I'm going across the road to Red Robin, which is in the same shopping development. They saw him walk over there, and the accounts from the people that waited on him at Red Robin line up that he went in, ordered a burger, paid for it, and when it was ready and they came out, he wasn't there. And that was the last anyone, that we've heard has seen him. He hasn't paid for anything used his debit card, because I'm looking at that account like hourly. That day, the state police were called by his coworkers around lunchtime after he didn't return back from the break. They were looking for him, and then they scoured the area. There's like a Starbucks, a Kohl's, different businesses in the area. They couldn't find him, so they called the state police because, as I spoke with his manager, that's not like him. He's very dependable. He shows up. He has a car that's still sitting in the parking lot of his employer's place. His coworkers and his work team said that he was working all morning side by side, taking inventory next to the manager. And he was awake. He wasn't in a bad mood. He didn't have an argument with anybody. He just left at lunchtime like they normally do, scatter and then come back, but he just never came back.
And then you found his cell phone at your home, so that was another concern.
Yeah, the next day I found his cell phone because I was trying to locate it and track it. And I didn't want to call it anymore. I didn't want the battery to die because I didn't know the situation he was in. But I found it in a coat that he normally wears on his bed. I picked up the coat, it was heavy, and I saw a cell phone, and I ran out to my husband. I said, please tell me this is an old cell phone. He said, no, that's his cell phone.
This wasn't like him, though, you said.
No, if he wanted to get away, he has a car. He has a bank account that's very full. He worked all the time. He even worked 2 jobs until recently. He worked another job on weekends and at night. So I did find a note that alluded to that he, was very upset with himself. He just had some setbacks recently and just felt like a failure and that nothing ever goes his way. So what do I think? I wish I could think the best, but I'm just asking everyone to just look for him. If he did this on his own, he's definitely not in the right frame of mind. If somebody else was involved, we need even more so to look out. That's why we're asking everybody to look. Everyone has a cell phone with them these days, so we said, please start taking picture, take video, even go up to him and ask him if it's him.
Does he always wear his glasses?
He does have a couple pairs of glasses. The pair he was wearing that day were the dark-rimmed ones. They almost look like a little retro 50s, like Buddy Holly type glasses. He needs them to see, but I guess potentially maybe something happened. Maybe he wouldn't have them on, so we do have the pictures to see him with or without.
All righty. Please keep your eyes open. Please help bring Izzy home safe. And if you have any information, please contact the family immediately, contact the police, the tip line. We're all praying. We know that Izzy will come home safe and sound. Gina, you're in our prayers.
Thank you. I appreciate everyone's support. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Lisa. And meanwhile, family, friends, and co-workers of Israel Izzy Whalen will gather for a special candlelight prayer vigil on November 30th. The vigil will take place at Kimmel's Church, 179 Pine Creek Drive in Orwigsburg. Everyone is invited to come out and pray for Izzy's safe return.